Hello everyone, this is Jason here and I welcome you all to the third episode of Become a Superhero. And today here we have a very special guest with us. So her name is Sushma and she's an ambassador at College Innovators. She's the chief executive member of Go Healthy as a system and also the author of an upcoming book. It's worth sharing, right? And you know what's most astonishing about her? She's not just any other student that you would find around. She's a medical student, and in this time, the kind of journey she's been with, it's seriously amazing, and it's a pleasure for me to have Sushma on the show here today. So welcome you, Sushma, to our show. Right? So today, as many of your viewers will be watching today, make sure that you stay till the end, because the one thing that I have learned from this person's journey is that never give up, right? And if you want to know the secrets to become successful from her, make sure that you're watching this video till the end, so that you too can get connected to her. And also, the pre-order to her book, which is It's Worth Sharing, will be mentioned down in the comment section below. So make sure that you are connected. Thank you. Right? So are you all excited, Sushma?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Fantastic, Sushma. So we will be getting started with the very first question. In this time of journey, because the kind of journey you have been with as a medical student and coming forward and building your skills and building your profile, and what was your life exactly few months ago? I think around 7 to 8 months you shared you have been working on building your skills, building your profile. What exactly was your life 7 to 8 months before?
Like like all normal students, like it can be engineering, medical, or any students, like we'll be preconditioned by our society and parents. Like we should learn from the textbook. We should learn only academics. Yeah, that's how even my life was, like only academics, scoring good marks. Even I scored like around like all this was there, like only study. But other than that, nothing was there in my life. Only books. And like to be honest, like very lazy, like doing nothing, no responsibility, not taking any responsibility or anything. Like always like the parents will be telling, right, why you are so lazy, do something productive. So that all were happening even in my home, like doing nothing. Only especially during the lockdown, like watching TV or YouTube, or other than that, nothing happened in my life. So yeah, that's
Fantastic, right? So as I can see that how her life was today, many of you youths who are watching this video, who are watching this podcast series, you might understand that probably, or you might relate to her journey, and you might feel that you too are in this kind of situation. But let's go ahead and take a look at how her journey was and how she broke through all of these fears, how she made it happen, because she's right now an upcoming author in just 7 months. She's also built like nearly 10 plus skills and 50 plus projects, and built her own system supporting her dad, giving jobs to many people. How was all this possible? We are going to decode in this very episode, so make sure that you watch it till the end, right? So let's go forward into the next question, Sushma, which was the second thing is how was it possible right now? Because I remember you sharing with me one of your dreams that you had, right, which was the dream to build up your own hospital called as Ayushman Bhava, right? And you being a student, just a medical student, how was that dream? How was the dream born? Right? How did that dream actually come into reality, saying, I want to make that happen, number one. And second thing was, how were you able to fulfill your goals and dreams? Like being an author as a medical student, I probably haven't heard about this in the whole world, right? But how is it possible? How did you get that belief that, okay, I too can make it happen? I definitely want to be able to write my own book, right? So could you share a little light on this, what exactly was this all about?
yes, like before, how was my life was like having so many dreams. Like I want to do that, I want to do this. Like how small child will be having, right? Whenever like everybody, whenever you'll be in in childhood, we'll be having so many dreams that I want to achieve this, that, this. But because of the books and academics, we'll be like we cannot achieve those. We'll be give up on ourselves. That's what mainly happening in our life. But me being part of College Innovator community, what I learned is like it gave me the hope. Like you can achieve, and also like the kind of mentorship I got and the kind of support from the community I got was the only reason that I believed in myself and I believed in my dreams. So what I would suggest, like everybody, like whoever has the dreams of achieving anything, you need to take mentorship, one thing, and you need to have the community support, so that whenever you feel low, like whenever you feel like I cannot achieve, there will be a support system that will push you to take action, and it will tell you that you can do that. Yeah, that's what I
Absolutely fantastic. So which you just shared about, which you mentioned about, is the kind of people you surround yourself with. Was the community of, and if I'm not wrong, Sushma, is this the kind of community of college leaders that you keep talking about?
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. Like, so she mentioned about the kind of community, the kind of people we surround ourselves with, because I remember my mentor telling me once, if you want to become successful and if you consider yourself to be a fresh fruit, right, do you surround yourself with rotten grapes? And then the answer is clearly no, right? So she chose the kind of people she wanted to surround herself with, and that belief automatically became into a possibility. And right now she's an upcoming author of a book. It's worth sharing because she believed that it's very important to share her story, and many more people who are like her need to get that exposure, need to get that kind of support, right? So that's absolutely fantastic, Sushma. Very, very amazing to hear that. Let's go forward into the next question, and let's understand more about what are your 5 best practices in terms of reaching to this level, in terms of getting to this kind of success.
One thing I would definitely say is like belief. That is one of the best practice. It can be like 4 things you have to believe in. Like believe in yourself, believe in the mentor, believe in the process, and believe in the meaning. Like even like before coming to the college and mentor community, I never had that like belief. Like I just like the things will happen by its own. Like that the mindset was. But then after coming to this, like I believe that I can do something. I believe that like when you believe, it's magical, because when you believe, that's when happen. Then that's when the things happen. So that's one thing, one practice I would definitely say like everybody should have. And the second thing would be like mentorship. Like you need to have that, because like the success it will take lesser time to you. Like my mentor always says that like. Because whatever we achieve, like our mentor achieved, you are achieving it in very less time, because they say this is the right thing to do and this is not the right thing to do. When you listen to them, you'll get exactly the right path to achieve something like success or anything. And the third thing I would say it's your rituals. Like in College Innovators community, we have amazing rituals like morning momentum, breath infinite, all those things, amazing rituals, like which keeps your like body, mind, energy, and emotion in an alignment. Because when this disaligns, like it's not the success. You cannot achieve that. Those 4 are in the. It needs to be in the alignment. So some rituals you need to have in order to achieve those alignment. So that's one thing, and that's third thing. And the fourth thing could be like alignment. Like it's with your mentor, it's with yourself. Like you need to have that the alignment with yourself. It can be like you believing in yourself. It's one thing which I can say, and one thing is like you keeping your inner child happy. That's one more thing which can keep alignment with yourself. Like your mind is working for you rather than working against you. That's alignment with yourself, and it can be alignment with your mentor, or like it can be like with parents or like friends and community. All this matters, because your like environmental power is more powerful than willpower, right? So that's one thing. And the fifth practice, it can be like reading books and like building yourself. Like you need to focus on that, because how the roots will be, that's how the fruits. So you need to even before coming to College Innovator, I never I used to read, but like novel kind of thing. Never like self-help books. I never used to read. But after coming to this, like it really gives it changes you. It changes you to the another form of yourself. Like best version of yourself. It makes that. So that's one thing I can say.
Fantastic, Sushma. So the 5 things, I will just repeat it out for our audience what she exactly said about. So the first thing she said about belief, right? So actually she clearly mentioned about the 4 types of belief, which is believing in yourself, believing in your mentor, believing in the process, and believing in the universe, which she said was very, very important and supported her, was the first thing. And the second thing which she shared about was was more about I think mentorship, right? So how is it possible to achieve more in just less time? You don't have to go and break your head at, is this the result? Is this the exact thing I need to do? No, just blindly follow what they say and you get the output, you get the results, and you get that match of success that you're looking for. That's the second thing that she said. The third thing she shared about was rituals, right? What you do every single day, because this is exactly what my mentor said. If you own the morning, you own the day, right? And that's where she shared about rituals, like I think she spoke about morning momentum and breath brain connect that supported her and helped her to grow on this journey. Fantastic. And the fourth thing she shared about was alignment with your parents, alignment with your family, alignment with your friends that you surround yourself with. Because a simple thing like this, if you want your car to be able to go in a straight direction, right, you need to make sure that all the four wheels of your car are aligned in the same direction. And that's a very important fourth thing that she said, which is alignment. And the fifth thing which you shared about was more about books, the kind of books that you need to read. Because this is one thing my mentor again shared about is, if you want to be successful in your outer world, you first need to get successful in your inner world. And for that, it's very important that you fix your puzzle first, and then you go around fixing the puzzle of lot of people, right? And that's where right now she's coming up and supporting and inspiring a lot of people on this journey. So fantastic, Sushma. We will, I think those 5 best practices are going to support a lot more youths who are watching this to be able to build themselves, to be able to grow to their next level, right? Fantastic. Let's go with the next question. What could be the 5 mistakes you would tell people that they definitely need to avoid on this journey that probably you made and they shouldn't make?
First thing is like delaying exactly, because you'll be delaying, like should I do, should I not do, like we say it as analysis paralysis. Like whenever you have to make a decision, you'll think like should I do, should I not do, like, but that's one thing, like it can kill you, like kill your dreams, delay. Yes. So that's one thing you need to avoid. Like whenever like you get a decision, like I should do or not do, you just think of it. Like just think what is the consequences you face. Like if you do something and if you don't do. Like choices, no choice is right or wrong, but all choice will have its own consequences. So make a choice, which consequences you are ready to face. So make that choice. So do not delay, and that will be the first thing I will say. And the second thing, like I can say it is like self-doubt, because I had a lot of self-doubt, like limiting belief saying that you can't do that. It's just a dream, like that. Your inner voices will be telling, right? Like, no, it's not that thing. Whenever you get like, it's not like everyone will get it, but whenever you take the help of someone, it can be mentors or community, you'll believe that. So that's one thing. So second will be like, avoiding that inner doubts. So whenever you get doubt, you need to ask your mentor, you need to ask your like community to support. So the second one will be that one, and the third one would be like my biggest regret, like is like what I can say is disalignment. Like it can be parent, like always shouting when you'll be frustrated, you'll not know how to put it out, but something like for the sake of yourself only, like your mom or dad will say something, but out of your frustration you'll just burst it on them, like why you did that, like that. That's the third mistake I can say, because it's very common that everyone in everyone's house it's happening, but the parents are the one of the best supporters you'll ever get. So you need to make sure that you are giving the best experience to them, not the like just bursting out to them. So that's the third mistake I would definitely say. Fourth one is like being lazy. That's like one of the major mistake I have done throughout like so many years. Like always daydreaming. You just think that you want to make, like you'll wish for it. Something if you want to do, you'll just wish like it should happen. But you'll never think that you should make it happen. You'll think just it will happen. But I want it. That's the mindset you'll be having. So that should be like lazy, like not taking action, you can say. And like I said, and the fifth one is like not being like, so like it can really kill your life, like because you need to have the discipline. Before, like even I didn't have any discipline. Randomly getting up, randomly sleeping, not reading, like just doing something randomly.
Going with the flow, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Just doing something randomly, but that doesn't give you like it cannot take you anywhere. So you need to have the discipline in order to achieve anything, right? So like most of us will confuse like discipline with the freedom. Like if you being a discipline, we think that yeah, we lose the freedom, but that's not the thing, like, right? Like we'll give the example of train. Like if it is out from the track, it's not the freedom. It's like it lost its discipline. So you cannot achieve anything. So if you want to achieve, you need to have the track. So if you want to reach the destination, the rails should have the track, right? So exactly, even we need to have this. Yeah,
Absolutely. Wow. Fantastic, Sushma. So I will just put that out back again for the people who are watching it again. The very first thing which she shared was about delaying, right? Delaying will kill your dreams is what she said. Because procrastination is the major reason for most youths to become unsuccessful today. And by procrastination, what I mean is like, how many of you agree that if you're watching this video right now, you get the feeling like, not today, let me do it tomorrow. Or let me do it next time. Let me take decisions next year, right? So that's something which she said, the first one, which is very important mistake that she regrets making, so that she said, if I avoided this, probably my success would have come much more earlier. And she's telling you this so that you do not make the same mistake. The second thing she shared about was, in this journey, when you get certain times you might get really angry, or you might get like you might go through certain pains and problems, right? But you put out this frustration on your parents, thinking that like you do not think in the moment, you just burst out, right? But that frustration could sometimes hurt your parents. It could also certain times break relationships. So it's very important you do not just react to the situation, but you respond to the situation, which is very, very important that I understood from her. And the third thing which she shared was about alignment, right? So having the alignment with your family, having the alignment with your parents, which is very, very important again, as she mentioned, right? And then the fourth one which she mentioned was about your inner voices, right? Like you need to be in command of your own mind, right? Because if your mind is not working for you, then it's working against you. And that's exactly like, you might see the number of, like right now, let's consider the cases of normal people committing murders, committing suicides, committing rape cases. All of these are happening because the mind does not work for them. It starts to work against them, right? And when your mind works against you, you cannot get what you want to be done. Right? It's always something that you never wish would happen. And then the last thing which you mentioned was all about discipline, right? Because this is what my mentor said. You can either have the pain of discipline right now, or you can have the pain of regret, right? Which is it that you want to have, right? Go ahead with the pain of discipline, right? Take action, take massive action, be disciplined, and make things happen, right? So that's fantastic, Sushma. I think really, really great going. And we'll move forward to the next question. In this time of lockdown, where your journey exactly started, because you said your journey started exactly just 7 months back, which is when the lockdown was going on. And many of the people right now who are watching this might have taken lockdown as probably one of the worst times of their life, or they would say like 2020 is not my year. But I see yourself right now, Sushma, because we are doing this interview right now in ITC Grand Chola in Chennai, and we both are here with a lifestyle experience, and it's a blessing to be here. And being able to have you on this show, I think because many students watching out there, many youths watching out there, know that she could have given reasons, she could have given excuses saying that I cannot make things happen. But being a medical student and having skills like right now, I was just going through her profile before this show, and she was sharing about she making artificial intelligence projects, app development. Think about it, when today engineers are not able to make things happen, she's already on that journey. And this is what I call it as superhero people, right? They are the ones who said, no, this doesn't matter to me, and I do not have boundaries. I break through everything, and I want to make sure that I become independent and I become successful. And it's not just about me. I want to be an inspiration in a lot more people's life, and that's the reason why she's on the show today, in order to be able to impact and help a lot more people, right? So let's go to the last question which I was talking about. In this time and journey where most people took lockdown as just a crisis and gave excuses and reasons and sat at home, how did you make the best use of this lockdown and took it as an opportunity? Because I can see in this same 7 months you built your skills, you built your profile, you built your systems, you are also authoring your book, and it's like absolutely crazy, right? Many youths are just sitting at home, and I want you to be able to share like what made you make all this happen.
Yes. So like when it comes to like taking opportunity to build my skill, my profile, even initially I had this. why I should do it? Like it's not for me. It's not my field. All this even I had. But my mentor said one thing amazing, like, are you not using the phone? Like it can be Android or anything. Are you not using? I said yes sir, I'm using. But why are you using? You are a medical student. You should not use technologies. He said that. I was like, yeah, it's true. Like because we are conditioned, like we are conditioned. Our minds are conditioned to that. Like we are like separated. These are engineering things you should only do, and these are the medical things you should do that. So, but like when my mentor said that example, I understood things like it's not the like the actually the everything is changing. Like how the life before is not the same again. Yeah. So you need to keep updating yourself. You need to keep upgrading. Like even in medical field, so many technologies are there. So many. Like even from the small things to the big. So many are there. So, but only thing that we don't know how to make best use of it. Technologies, why are there? Why technology exists is like to cut short your times, like to save your time. You need not have like long time to make some things, right? So that's why the technologies are like to solve your problems. So if it is the tool to solve the problems, then definitely yes, you need to learn those. Like
Absolutely.
yes. So that's one thing that came into my mind, saying that I need to take this opportunity, because before even I was like, we'll see next time. Why now? Let's see. Like however the like we have 60 years of lifespan. We'll be having so many opportunity coming ahead. So it's okay not to take. Before I was like that only. But I don't know. At that time I understood like if not now, then never. That's what I came into my mind, because opportunity will come to only those who are ready. If you are not ready and the opportunity comes to your door, and you will say like it has a like hurdle, you can say like, "Ayo, why I got it." That's how your mind will be. So one thing you need to have is mindset. Like in order to take opportunity, or in order to make a decision, or anything you need in order to take any action. So you need to have that mindset of like saying yes to an opportunity. That's what I like. Like when it came this opportunity of building skills or anything, I never had like I never dreamt this would be my lifestyle. This would be this. I never dreamt. Like I was just believing like if it is coming in my way, probably this is the there is some purpose behind this. That's what I went like believing the process. I just took that. That's what I did.
Fantastic, Sushma. So you said about like she didn't just think about it limiting to her body. She understood like initially when she said, I also had the same limiting beliefs like this is not my field, it's not made for me. But who doesn't use a phone today, right? Who doesn't use a laptop today? Who doesn't watch TV today, right? Everything around you, everything surrounding you is technology. And if you're not updated with technology, it absolutely makes no sense for you to be able to get upgraded in this time of generation and age, right? Because take a simple example of Nokia phone, right? No one uses a Nokia phone, that keypad phone anymore, because it's outdated, right? But every single person today in a same house will have at least 4 to 5 phones, right? Because that's how much technology is upgraded, and that's how much it has become the need of the hour, right? So fantastic, Sushma, and yes, so fantastic, Sushma. So right now, just before we're coming to the end of the question, we're coming to the end of the show. But just before we end the show, what is the message you want to give out to the youth? Because many youths are watching today, and I feel so sad when I see many youths just wasting their time, just going with the flow. And what exactly do you want to tell the youths that this is exactly that they need to do?
Yes. So first thing could be like never say no to any opportunity.
Absolutely.
Because when you like if you don't even know like how to do that, first say yes and then learn how to do that. That's what I learned from my mentor. Like whenever you get an opportunity, probably it's your life changing. It can change everything for you. That's how the college innovators opportunity how it was for me. Like it completely changed everything for me. Like it can be for you also, like you taking some opportunity, like it can be one also, like but you don't know which one. So take everything, say yes to every opportunity, so that your life can also change. Yeah, that's the first thing I want to mention. And the second time is like your time. It's very precious. So do not waste like just by watching some YouTube, some Facebook, like some random videos, because like you are the problem solver. Like the India needs it, because in India like there are more problem creators, but you need to become the problem solver. In order to become that, you need to have some ingredients, right? Like it's the skill profiles. So build that in order to be the problem solver in India, rather than like just complaining like, oh, this why I born born in this city.
Why all the problems happen?
Yeah, like this is not proper. In India, this is like this only. But you need to make sure that you are also Indian citizen, and you need to be solving that. Not like you cannot expect any other to solve. So that's second thing. Like, yeah, do not waste your time. And the third thing, it can be like take mentorship, I can say, because as I mentioned earlier also, like they are the people who are the real supporter of your growth. So you need not reinvent the wheel. Like when it's already invented, you just learn from them like how to do that. So your time will be saved, right? So yeah, the third thing will be like mentorship, taking mentorship. You need to have this.
Wow, this is fantastic, Sushma. So I'll just put in summary what she said is basically what I understood from her journey from the start till right now is she was not a person who said I'm going to wait for my life to happen, or I'm going to see what happens, or I'm going to just go with the flow and see what life brings to me. Instead, she is a person who made things happen for her, who chose decisions to change her life, and who took opportunities no matter what, that whether it makes any sense to me or not, I know this opportunity could be life changing. And one thing which I understood from her is if you do not take an opportunity, like right now you take an opportunity and you fail, you still learn something. Right? You took an opportunity, succeeded, amazing. But you're not taking an opportunity at all. Did you learn anything? No. Right? So she said you got to take every opportunity that comes to your way. Right? So that if in either way you should win. Right? And if you got to win, you got to take the opportunity. And the second thing which you said was about the kind of time that you have. Right? You do not have all the time in the world to be able to say, okay, tomorrow could be my day, because this is what my mentor said. Right? You know when was your birthday? Do you know when's your expiry date? No, right? So it could be tomorrow. It could be in the next 1 hour. What have you done impactful on this planet Earth that could change a lot of people's life, right? If you haven't done anything, just look back, think about yourself. Is there anything have I done? If not, then the second thing that you need to value is time. And the third thing which you shared was very, very important, was all about mentorship, right? Getting support from someone who's already made it happen, who's already there, right? Why do you want to go back and reinvent the wheel? Fantastic.
And can I add the fourth one?
Yeah, definitely. Please
the fourth one would be like investing on yourself. That's the most important thing. Like we say, like why we invested so many like in academics, in traditional education. We already invested, right? Why again in self-education? We all like, because in our India, like in the society, it's like that only. Like we are conditioned like that only like academics will lead you to successful life. But it's not the thing. We always like conditioned like we need to settle. We need to like if it's in engineering, like you need to get certain package and you need to settle it. That's how the mentality is. Like yes. So, but exactly what the success is not like in settling, but because whatever like get settled will dictate. That's what my mentor said to me. So you need to be growing yourself every single day. So in order to grow yourself, you need to invest. Like let's take the example of plant. Like can you just say like not making any investment on that plant? Like you can seed, like small seed. You'll say like I'll not put any water, I'll not put any fertilizers, I'll not put soil, anything, nothing I'll put. But I need the fruits. Will it happen? No. You need to make the investment, like a certain kind of investment. Like you need to make the investment for fertilizers or water, anything, and you need to give the time and you need to have the patience till the fruits get in your hand. So you need to make that. That's one thing I want to say all that you need to make that self investment to learn something like which can build yourself. So yeah, that's one thing I
Wow, this is fantastic, Sushma. So because I just remembered something when she was sharing was about Jim Rohn's quote is that self-education, like right now, if you just go with formal education, right? Formal education can only make you a living, right? Like you thinking about, okay, this month what's going to happen, next month what's going to happen. But self-education, it can create your fortune for the rest of your life, giving the kind of life that you want. That's where self-education is very important. Because the one thing that I fear most about right now in colleges is that students are not taught about how to maintain their relationships. Students are not taught about how to maintain their health. Why health is the most important thing. How to maintain their finances. But how many of you agree, like those of you watching right now, these three are the most important things in our life, right? And most of the times, many parents, many youths only have the one mindset in their head saying, get good grades, get good marks, and settle like that. That's the three key ingredients for them, right? But the three key ingredients for you to become successful is you got to have skills, which he said, you got to have profiles, you got to have system, and that's what gets you independent, right? And that's where self-education, investing on yourself, because Warren Buffett said this, right? The best investment that you can make is an investment on yourself. The more you're going to learn, the more you're going to earn, right? And that's where you can get your life, your lifestyle, the kind of dreams you want to achieve, and you can also support a lot more people, right? And that can only happen when you're independent and when you're successful. Fantastic, Sushma. So wonderful point put forward. And is there anything last you want to share before we conclude?
Yeah. So because when I see myself before like 7 months back, this is not the life how it was like. You coming to, like, we are in right now in ITC Branchola with my mentor, but I never thought like my life can be something like this, because honestly, if I want to share, like, meeting you, like, personally, it changed everything for me. That's what I want to say to everything. When you meet your mentor, that's when your life will change. Like, it's really my so blessed today to be being interviewed by my mentor. Like, it's amazing feeling. So yeah, it's my privilege and honor to be here. Thank you so much for changing my life, and like that whatever I'm doing today is only because of you. I just want to thank you for that, and and the universe and my parents and everyone, like, whoever supported me. Thank you so much. I just don't have any words.
Wow, fantastic, Sushma. Because if I have to share a little bit about her, I remember seeing her 7 months back, the kind of person without any clarity, the kind of person into lots and lots of confusion, decision making times also she had a lot of confusions. But one thing which I admired about her was the bigger purpose, the bigger vision. And she believed that if I have to make this happen, if this is coming for me, then there is nothing that can stop me, and I got to make it happen, right? That's something that I admire the most about her. And it was wonderful, and it's an honor, Sushma, to have you on stage, because the kind of person, like, think about it, guys, medical students becoming an author, medical students becoming building their own apps, getting their apps ready for Play Store capabilities. Right now, if this is the kind of country we're building, how many of you agree we are truly building our nation, right? And that's the reason why I'm so proud and so happy to have superheroes like these people coming up on the platform, on the show, and inspiring lot of youths all around the world. Right? This is a pleasure and honor to have you, Sushma, on the stage. And as I told you, she's an upcoming author of a book. It's worth sharing, and the pre-order for this book is going to be here, because how many of you agree? Her story was worth sharing. Her story is worth listening, right? And that's exactly what's going to be coming up in her book. If you want to get a pre-order, if you want to pre-order her book right now, it's going to be mentioned in the comment section below. And how many of you agree? You need to be connected with people like this. You need to be able to know how her life is going to be in the next few months, so that you too can see the possibility that she has made it happen for herself, right? And that's exactly where her social media handles, like her Facebook, her Twitter, her Instagram, her Telegram, and her YouTube, everything are going to be mentioned. All the different social media handles are going to be mentioned in the chat box below, in the comment section below. Make sure that you are checking in there. And thank you so much, everyone, for staying till the end. It's a great pleasure to have all of you. Keep listening out. Stay tuned for the 4th episode. We are going to be coming back with one more episode. And just before we end, right, I want to do something very crazy. Can we have a champ move? Sushma, can we have a champ move? Let's go. Yes! Right? So that's where we are ending up this episode today. We're winding up this episode. We're going to meet all of you back in episode 4. Stay tuned till we come back for the next episode. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And let's all grow this nation together. Thank you so much.